Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Psychometrics, Data Science and Career Solutions. In this video, I will talk about one of the most important topic in research methodology, and that is the concept of population, sample and sampling. I have observed throughout my academic career that most of the students are confused about these terminologies, and due to this confusion they are unable to identify a proper population, and they are also unable to make a proper sample, draw a proper sample from the population which has been improperly identified. So starting from what is population? Population is a complete set of items that share at least one property in common, and that is subject of a statistical analysis, that common property. For example, the population of German people, which share a common geographical origin, language, literature, genetic heritage, and other traits which they share with each other. And actually, these things distinguish them from the rest of the populations or from the rest of the people in different nationalities. It should be kept in mind that there are two types of population. One is the general population and other is the target population. While the general population is actually that population which is the entire population of the individuals. And the general population refers to all individuals without reference to any specific characteristics, like for example, students in different universities. On the other side, the target population is different. It is a specific population, and it consists of specific group of population which have certain similar characteristics, and it is actually the portion of the whole universe of the people. And one more important thing is that the target population is that from which the individual can be drawn as a sample. Most of the students make this mistake that they draw a sample from the general population, which is wrong. So now moving toward what is sample. A sample is actually a set of units which is actually selected from the uh, total population, that is the target population, and actually the sample represent the whole population. Why we do sampling? This is a very important question. We do sampling for three or four reasons. The first reason is the economic reasons. We cannot study the whole population, so we make a sample. We cannot study the whole population because of the time constraint. And the third important thing is that we cannot study the whole population because of the accessibility and the geographical constraint. So it's very important to make a sample which is cost effective and time effective. Again, I have observed most of my students, I have observed that the students cannot differentiate between what is population and sampling frame, and like what is sampling or population frame. A population frame is actually a list of system that identify the members of a population from which we can draw a sample. Actually, the frame of a population give a graphical presentation or a tabular presentation to the whole population from which we can choose sample. And similarly, the sampling frame also gives a graphical or a tabular form, and it presents the list of the items that actually you have drawn from the total population. So the population and sample frames are very important. We cannot make a good sample, or we cannot draw a good sample if we don't have any good population frame. This is an example of a population and sample frame. You can see here on the left side we have the departments, and on the right side we have the strata. On the basis of the gender, we have divided the male and female and the total population and the sample drawn from it. So it actually represents the whole, the whole scene, that how many and which type of people are there in the total population, and what sample has been drawn from that population. And it also include other information like the stratification on the gender basis. As I have previously told you that uh, the main motivation for doing any sample is the time, and the second one is the cost, and the third one is the geographical constraint, because sometimes it is very impractical or sometimes very difficult or impossible to study the whole population, which is time consuming and also expensive. So this was about what is population, what is sampling frame, and other important terminologies related to the sampling. See you in next video on any other important topic. Have a nice day.